Welcome to Mystic Moons. A secret you should know. For these readings, I invite you to think about not just your sun sign, but I invite you to think about your moon, your 8th house, and your 12th house, those secretive places within your chart. This is an all signs reading. I won't be timestamping this, but I will be listing the order in which the elements have been said in either the title or the description. So you could check it out over there. If you appreciate my time, which thank you, do give me a like. If you would like to help support the channel, or if you would like a personal reading, you can send a jewel. And of course, donations are always appreciated. If you have any comments, please feel free to share if you feel like sharing. And likewise, if you feel like watching the other videos in this sequence, in this series, all you have to do is search a secret you should know. I think I've been doing it for over a year now, with regularly enough every week or so, seeing what the energy is, what messages to be shared within a collective. And of course, as I'm only one person sharing messages for the whole collective, well, there's many messages to be shared. All I can share is just one at a given time. I should cut that little string. Do I have scissors by me? I do. This is something I made a while ago. It's actually a case for my singing bowl, while at the same time being a portal. Anyway, and it's now turning into super deluxe cat mat. Very well appreciated cat mat. Feels comfy to me too. Anyway, let's go and jump into the reading. Thank you for the like again. Let's see who's the first sign that we'll do. We will do first element. Are we doing Earth? We're doing Earth. We're doing Capricorn. Of course, aren't we just entering in Capricorn season? Well, it's still the 20th, right? Not quite the 21st, but Capricorn season right upon us. Winter solstice. I like winter solstice. I like summer solstice. The shortest day of the year. Did get rather dark by 5 p.m. where I am. So a secret that Capricorn should know. Hello. Hi, Lindsay. Let's see a secret that Capricorn collective should know. Now that's Capricorn sun, Capricorn moon, Capricorn rising. If you feel connected to your rising, Capricorn 8th house, Capricorn 12th house. Those are the collectives. Let's see, Capricorn, a secret Capricorn should know. Ten of Wands, Ace of Cups. Working hard, for happiness. As my cat goes meow. My cat's been going meow for a while, regularly, like every 15 minutes when I'm doing something else. She goes meow. Very Velcro she is today, or this week. Anyway, Capricorn, working hard for love, working hard for happiness, so hard also to achieve happiness, many moving parts, but nothing quite fitting into play. So still the work must go on. The work to achieve something that is yet just beyond your grasp, somebody's grasp, Capricorn. Energies coming up here, Capricorn. We have Sagittarius and we have Cancer. Could be in this energy, Capricorn. Well, first of all, I'd like you to think about if you have Sagittarius. We'll see as we pull up more cards, but think about it now. Start thinking about if you have Cancer and Sagittarius in your chart. You could also be dealing with somebody with these elements prominent in theirs. We could also be talking about the time span, Capricorn, of the latter part of the year. Of course, this is at an end too. Tens are the end of a situation. Sagittarius season is just about ending. But we could be talking about the end of a cycle in general, especially with another 10 behind that. And of course, Ace of Cups is 1. So we take tens. Tens can go down to 1. Some people don't break it down. I kind of do. But anyway, we're talking about ending of cycles and new beginnings, laboring for that, Capricorn. Necessary changes too, Capricorn. Necessary to feel ultimately what we have here is self-worth, appreciation, respect, standing. The meaning in our life that brings richness and color, those sorts of things. Thank you for the like. So that's the energy that we have, Capricorn. Let's find out more about 10 of Wands. I have Magician, also an energy of 1, compounding. Oh, 10 of Cups, 8 of Wands. A secret you should know, Capricorn. You've done good work. Capricorn, this is for you. You've done good work. Whatever you have been busy with over a very long period of time, Capricorn, paying off for you, Capricorn. You made the right choices, Capricorn, made the right moves, made the right sacrifices, Capricorn. I see some gambles here. They ultimately paid off, Capricorn. Maybe right now you don't quite feel that way because things are still not easy. But as I said, we have a significant number in this reading coming up of 10s and 1s. New beginnings, end of cycles. The happiness, Capricorn, you have been laboring for, you have been working for. You've done good work. Secret you should know, you have success coming. Don't slip up now, Capricorn. Also, too, Capricorn, don't break off the focus. Still, how you end whatever you have been involved in is very important to follow that through. Capricorn, this is asking you right now to continue in the same course of action that you have been. because I don't know if you can see the end or not, other than it just being exhausting. And in this energy, it's almost like tediousness. But that tediousness is just a little bit more. What you're working for, provided you just continue for a bit longer, what you're working for will come through. Capricorn, in this energy, next year is going to be good for you. Whatever you hope to achieve ultimately by what you're working on. I don't know if this is saving up or, again, we were talking about recognition, acknowledgement. Also, too, how people perceive you, Capricorn. That secret you should know. You are cultivating quite an impressive reputation, standing with the people who know you based on how you operate, which is probably why you have to continue, even though it might feel a little tedious. But a secret you should know, you have success coming. In this energy, I also want to say February-ish to spring should be really interesting for you, Capricorn. I would say expect some big changes to happen around that time. February to spring, which is pretty much the same month, right? 6 weeks type of energy. Very, very interesting for you, Capricorn. That's a secret Capricorn should know. Hello, everyone. Thank you for the like. Oh, energies, Capricorn. I saw Pisces, some more Sagittarius and Gemini. Strong Sagittarius energy there, but we can also think about, well, I really feel like as we're talking about the work that you're doing in timing, you've been making some powerful moves, building a really solid foundation. Whoever you've been dealing with, Capricorn, that's been reflecting really well. One could almost say too, Capricorn, the situation that you're in, that is pretty much over. But maybe, Capricorn, the people who you're dealing with, they, either the people or the project, something about what you're doing right now, that's going to go and reflect upon, as I said, standing in the community, something about either you'll be recommended, reputation, and that's what's going to play out come, I feel, springtime. Springtime, new phase for you, Capricorn. Well, right now we're on Earth signs. We just started, but sometimes I skip around. But you know, when I skip around and I do these readings, I get so involved in them and that I forget what were the signs that I read. So I just do it by collective. So first we'll do Earth and then we'll move on to the other elements. Let's do Taurus. A secret Taurus should know. Thank you for the likes. Well, let's see, Taurus. That would be Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon, Taurus Rising, Taurus 8th house, Taurus 12th house. Those are the collectives, or excuse me, those are the energies within the Taurus collective for these types of readings. A secret you should know, those secretive places. A secret Taurus should know. Queen of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, necessities. Not even needs, necessities. Of course, Seven of Pentacles is Taurus energy. Four of Swords, conservative energy. Detailist energy. Worried. Also, too, self-questioning. Are you making the right choices with the resources at hand? As we boil things down to necessities, things that must be done, things that should be done, done in the right way, making use of what's at hand to prepare for what's to come, Taurus. Hello. Hello, hello. So we have Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords gets another queen, Queen of Pentacles. Two of Swords. So I read my queens as cardinals. Some Libra energy is coming up here, Taurus. And I read my queens, as I said, as cardinals, which puts strong Capricorn energy here, Taurus, and strong Libra energy. Four of Swords is Libra energy too. Whole reading has Libra and Capricorn energy. Now, Taurus, as we're reading for the collective, same thing as I say, I invite you with these energies. You could be dealing with somebody with really strong Libra and or Capricorn energy. I would say in this hand that I have right here, Taurus, if you know a little bit about their birth date or their birth time, actually to go to houses, I would definitely say the water houses apply of 8th house and moon, 12th house energies here. Because this isn't readily apparent energy, Taurus. You may also have these energies in your chart. And if that's so, Taurus, I wonder where your Capricorn energy is if you have it in your natal chart. Because in this energy, Taurus, the Capricorn energy is what you are seeking to either expand upon, obtain, be successful, expand. Of course, I think I just said that, but it's about obtaining this, where that Capricorn energy sits for you, Taurus, if you have it. Libra energy in this thing too, if you have Libra in your chart, Taurus, with this Libra energy, this is probably how this will be obtained. This is the goal, the destination, and the Libra energy is what you use to get that. If this applies to you, Taurus, having Capricorn or Libra energy in your chart, just calling that out. And bottom of the deck energy, Four of Swords, Ten of, absoluteness, finality, decisions, Taurus. A secret you should know, Taurus. Is it that much of a secret, I wonder, Taurus? This energy could be coming at you, Taurus, but as I would say, I wonder how much of a secret it is. A decision's coming in, Taurus. You may be making that decision, or someone could be making it for you. This is very self-directed energy. So that's why I say, if you aren't making the decision, I find that, there's so much self-directed energy. But ultimately, what I see choices. As I said, we're all coming down to necessity. Taurus, think about this. Think about how this could relate to your situation. But if I was pulling on a question of work, Taurus, I would say that someone is planning on cutting down on their resources and staff. Someone's making sacrifices for the better good, which could result in job cuts. This could also result, Taurus, not that I like to say negative things, this could also result in someone taking more than they should from someone else. Someone ultimately, a secret you should know, Taurus, in this energy, someone is weighing the necessities of what has to be done, maybe against what they'd prefer to have to do. And could be a little bit of theft and robbery here, could be. Definitely it's cutting down on the non-essentials to make sure that the essential is taken care of. That's the highest level of the most general reading that I have here. General meaning. Taurus, you could be the one cutting out the unnecessary from your life. As I said, though, in this energy, very self-directed, I don't think this would come as a surprise. I think this is something that's been built up, and the decision has been staring you in the face. Devil is Capricorn energy, which I wouldn't take anything literally. No card to me is automatically good or automatically negative. To me, more than anything, devil is, I'm not going to say obsession, but devil is something that builds. And as it builds, it gains more and more weight. You wouldn't get a devil energy if something hasn't been continuing for a period of time. Devil energy doesn't pop out of nowhere. Devil energy builds. And everything that we have here is a slow build, which again, Taurus, as I said, I don't think this would catch you by surprise, because this is a situation that's been building up for a while. The feelings here have not been good for a while. Very tense energy. I see it being very polite energy, not particularly nasty, but I don't see warmth. I see that you could sense a lot of coldness from this because of the hard decisions that have to be made. Taurus, a secret you should know, something's going to be let go. You could be making those decisions and those cuts yourself. You know what, in that case, you already know what it is that you have to let go of. This is going to come to you, Taurus. If you are not the one planning on cutting certain things out, know that, number one, someone could be taking more than they should from you, trying to do that without you knowing. Also, too, you could be part of the subtraction for the greater good. That's a secret Taurus should know. Okay. Energies, yeah, as I said, to Taurus, this is all Libra and Capricorn energy. I definitely would go and consider, who do you know around you with those energies prevalent in their chart. Also, too, if you have those energies in your own chart, even if they're empty houses, I would check that out and look at the meanings of those houses and planets or asteroids. And timing, well, timing, we're talking about a period of fall to mid-January. This is in progress, Taurus. This has been thought about and discussed. I don't think it's quite been acted, but the plan is to act on that soon for the necessary good. Let's go on to Virgo. And thank you for the like. So, Virgo. That would be Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, Virgo Rising, Virgo 8th house, Virgo 12th house. As I said, I invite you with these collective readings to think about the energies of your chart. Think about how your chart is situated and organized and how things are connected. Think about, too, Virgo, how you feel. All these readings are about what is going around you. The thoughts and feelings and decisions that have yet to make its way towards you in transparent energy, transparent form, transparency. Virgo. Let's see a secret Virgo should know. Are you pushing for change, Virgo? If you're not pushing for change, Virgo, someone around you is. Someone's planning, if you're not Virgo, whoever's in this Queen of Wands energy, someone is planning on some really big changes. One would almost say, Virgo, someone's ready for some excitement in this energy. Maybe they're not advertising it verbally, Virgo, but in their actions, people can tell, whoever is focusing on this person, Virgo, they can tell someone's ready to make some big changes. Someone's capable of making some big changes. I say, too, if they're not advertising it, I don't see them necessarily advertising they're making the big changes, but maybe you could tell by their actions. But also, too, this person is eye-catching, Virgo. This person is eye-catching. Could be you. Could be someone in your energy, Virgo. But I see someone about to go and create a big change. And they mind their own business, but you can tell this person, too, Virgo, is restless. Someone who is a team player, well, involved in in where they're at, who they're with, but this person, Virgo, is ready to jump. This person, Virgo, is ready for bigger things. Energies coming up here, Virgo. Well, I have Scorpio, Aries, and Pisces. As I said, I have an energetic, lots of energy to making a big move. Of course, Nine of Pentacles is Virgo energy. That's buried a little bit further beyond this. What I see ultimately here, Virgo, is the capacity to do more than what's being done right now. Somebody with great capacity, Virgo. Great ability. They're not being used to the full extent of what they can be doing, and a big change is coming for this person that is not being utilized, Virgo, for their natural gifts. This person too is not being afforded a chance to grow. All those types of energies, Virgo, is what is around the Death card. Change coming, Virgo. To who? From who? To you? Let's see. Thank you for the like. I have Temperance, Virgo. Two of Pentacles, Virgo. Four of Pentacles, Virgo. A secret Virgo should know. Well, first of all, Virgo, something is quite known to you. This is known to you, whether it's you or this is a person you know. This is known to you. Energies coming up here, of course, Ten of Pentacles is Virgo energy. I do have significant Capricorn energy, which I invite you, Virgo, to take with a grain of salt. I have really significant Capricorn energy, though. As I said, I read my queens as cardinals, so I have 4 cards with Capricorn energy coming up, and of course, we are just about entering into Capricorn season. Kickstart Virgo, like Capricorn energy. Kickstart Virgo. Virgo, you are you. This is your energy. You are right, Virgo. You know, have you ever, Virgo, used that diving board and jumped into a pool? Virgo, right now you're bouncing on a diving board. There's a big change coming up for you on that. I don't think this is visiting family and those type of things as well. I mean, you know, it's the holidays. There is movement, but I think this is more pervasive than that, Virgo. Virgo, there are big movements that you're going to be able to make now. I mean, maybe, Virgo, on a more mundane level, maybe we are talking about travel. But I see really big travel for you coming in from now to the next couple of weeks. I do see, Virgo, in this energy of travel that's coming. I see connections. Well, you know, it could be physical travel. It could simply be alignment or mental traveling of resources. A secret Virgo should know. I actually see a really profitable time coming up for you. I see you making the right connections, connecting the right things that were not able to be connected before. I see groundwork being laid out for you, Virgo, in order to create a smoother path, a smoother transition to what you've been working towards and for. As I said, these are things that are known to you, Virgo. This is it life path energy? It could be. It's a facet of your life path energy, a facet of your overall success that you were brought onto the earth to do, Virgo. Not saying you're going to achieve it, but there's a milestone here that you are going to be able to complete. Not saying it's going to be completed here, but you're going to get the necessary ingredients to start working on it. Also, to Virgo, in this energy, whatever stagnation, whatever limbo that you've been working towards, but I see ultimately a lot of profit coming your way, Virgo. And that profit's going to be in connections, making the right moves. I see ultimately in this energy, Virgo, a very dynamic individual. Making the right moves or meeting the right people to finally get some really big changes or some really significant work done. The kind of work that's necessary in order for you to go forward and pass this stage. That's what I see for Virgo. Virgo, should I say signs? I did say particularly strong Capricorn energy. We also, Virgo, have some Sagittarius, Scorpio, and Aquarian energy, in addition to some Virgo. Very strong Capricorn energy. Anyway, let's go on to... Did I do all the earth signs? I did Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. So let's see the next sign. Shall we do air? Shall we do Libra? Thank you for the like. So, Libra collective. As I said, I invite you to think about the secretive places. So Libra moon, 8th house, 12th house, in addition to a Libra sun, Libra rising. We'll do fire after air. How's that? So, because as I said, if I skip around, I mean, I could write it down, but that would be a little too confusing for me. I let the readings pretty much go. Like, for instance, right now, I don't remember what Capricorn was about. Do I remember what Taurus was about? I feel Taurus is reading. I don't recall it. So that's the way I don't hold on to the energies. So I keep it all by sign. That way I can remember it. Remember that I did them. Let's go on to Libra. Okay, Libra. A secret Libra should know. Ace of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles. You're getting a payout, Libra. Somebody's wondering how much to give you, Libra. How much is necessary, Libra, to keep you happy? How much you deserve to keep you happy? All these sixes, Libra. Sixes may be relevant to you, Libra, in some way. We're also talking about relationships here, Libra. This is someone who's known to you. You've known them over a period of time, Libra. Libra, you yourself could be thinking as well with this connection. This person who's wondering how much to go and give you. You yourself may have deemed the distance this person can give, can support, can go. I feel like we're talking about support, and also support, not just necessarily a monetary support, but this is like support for you as a person, for you to have your own presence as an individual, Libra. One could say for you to occupy the spotlight, Libra. For you to have autonomy, Libra. For you to have power, Libra. Someone's wondering how much power, how much success to give you. And you could already been seeing this person, Libra, or this situation, we'll find out more, but you could already be seeing that person and how far they would allow you to give, to go, how brightly they would allow you to shine, how much of a leg up they're willing to give you, Libra. That's possible in this energy. But ultimately what I have here, Libra, I have someone who's known to a relationship. We're talking about relationships, interchange here. Someone who you know, someone who you've worked with, just as much as they know them, Libra, just as much as you know them, they know you. Maybe not in the same way, but the same intensity, the same concentration. And Libra, I have somebody here who's wondering how much to give you. Is it how much to give you to make you happy, make you stay? How much to boost you up and still keep you in check, Libra? They know you can aspire to heights, Libra. Do they want you to aspire to heights that equal or rival them? Someone's weighing that, Libra. Maybe they've already weighed it. We'll see how that pans out. Energies that are coming up here, as I said, sixes may be relevant. I also have, well, if I was going to read all the energies here, I have Capricorn, Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, Gemini. Just throwing that out there, but let's see what we have here. Ace of Pentacles. I have 10 of Cups. 8 of Cups. Significant Pisces energy coming up here, Libra. You may be dealing with somebody with significant Pisces energy. You could be having, Libra, you could be having Pisces energy in your chart. Libra, if you have Pisces energy in your chart, I would invite you to look at that. Libra, if you have Pisces energy in your chart, has there been some dissatisfaction in what you have been achieving in that area? Is there been, Libra, something that you have been overextending of yourself in hopes of achieving what that energy is in your chart? If you do have Pisces energy, Libra. Ultimately, what I have here, though, is we're talking about what you've given, Libra. I don't know if I want to say the word sacrificed, but definitely what you have extended to others. And you did that for the promise of the beauty that could be, Libra. If you led by example, Libra, no clearer way of setting a standard, Libra, than by leading the example yourself. I don't know how successful that turned out, Libra. Well, Libra, your leadership, your demonstration, your behavior has been noted, Libra. Of course, Ace of Swords is Libra energy. Secret you should know, someone is going to go and make, do I say appropriate response to what you have been doing? You have a gain coming. Someone's wondering how much of a gain to give you. Feels like they were a little slow on the uptake in this energy, though. Libra, they should have been matching your steps in tandem, Libra, much like a dance. But instead, Libra, you've been marching ahead, and there's been a delay in those who are now going to follow. That's a secret you should know, Libra. Someone right now is going to reward you for what you have so diligently. And as I said, I don't want to say the word sacrifice. Do I say altruistically? You extended quite a bit of yourself, Libra, and more than extended yourself, physically and intellectually, Libra. This was tied into also to your hopes. You put your anticipation and your beliefs in your movements. So that makes it sting all the more because you believed in this. And whoever you demonstrated that to, Libra, they recognize very clearly what you have been doing, regardless if this is work, family, love, whatever you have been leading by example for. It has been duly noted. And as I said, someone's wondering how much success to award you. How much success to award you, Libra, to ensure you stay. Don't want to give you too much, Libra. Specifically, don't want to give you too much. They don't want you to feel, they don't want equality, Libra. They don't want you to outshine them, Libra. They don't want to give you too much power. How much to give you to keep the hierarchy and keep you happy, keep you staying? That's a secret Libra should know. Let's go and see the next air sign. Oh, maybe I should have said signs. Well, you could take it back and see. Sometimes some major arcanas, they actually are like they have some like two signs that I feel from them. But I don't really feel so much it's about signs there, Libra. It's whatever I said there. Let's go on to the next air sign. We have Gemini and we have Aquarius. I guess we'll do Gemini. Why not? Thank you for the like. So Gemini collective, that would be Gemini Sun. As we were talking about secrets, Gemini, that's going to be Gemini Moon. Gemini 8th house, Gemini 12th house, and a Gemini rising. Those are the collective. Gemini. What's the secret Gemini should know? Ace of Wands. How bold to be, Gemini. Are we talking about risk or just being bold? Oh, we're talking about necessary movement, Gemini. Timing, Gemini. One could say in this energy, things are more than adequate. Timing is more than right to move. And maybe that's exactly what's happening. Of course, with Six of Swords, with a Seven of Pentacles, this feels to me, Gemini, now I don't know what your personal feeling on timing is. To me, this feels a little overdue. I, though, admit, Gemini, I am someone who I have a quicker sense of timing. I consider myself a very patient person. Doesn't mean necessarily I like to be. This is a little overdue to me, Gemini, maybe to some people, maybe to some thorough, patient, honestly patient people, Gemini. This could be just the right timing for everything to fall in place. I don't know. For me, this feels like overthinking a bit too much, overripeness a bit too much. This could have been initiated a little sooner, Gemini, but I have start initiation. Someone was wondering about planning. Looks like planning is more than adequate now. We talking about sharing, Gemini? Gemini, in this energy, someone is prepared to share. Someone is prepared to be open. Someone is prepared to do the things that must be done, but ultimately what must be done is good collaboration, Gemini. Meeting the right people, Gemini. Also, too, in this energy, Gemini, how much time do you give for the connections made to create results? All that energy is here, Gemini. I'm not going to bother reading signs of these because this is more energy, action, movement. The background behind movement. So, Gemini, you have movement as a secret you should know. Let's find out more. Ace of Wands. Well, that's Aries energy. We have strength. Page of Pentacles. And the Lovers. Gemini energy. Again, Two of Cups. Meaningful connections, Gemini. A secret you should know, Gemini. You have a meaningful connection coming your way. One could almost say in this energy, Gemini, one could not say, Gemini, that with every viable thing, you haven't given it credence, explored it, deemed its worthiness, given it a chance to bloom, a wholehearted, sincere chance to bloom, and moved accordingly based on the quality of those opportunities. In other words, you keep the good and you move away from the bad, but you've given, in this energy, sincere vetting, sincere time, sincere consideration, I'm like merging my words. You've given sincerity, Gemini. You've been open, Gemini. And what I have here, Gemini, ultimately, I have new energy. Oh, I guess I was saying all that sincerity things too, Gemini, because you've been really open, it feels like, in this energy to things that have seemed promising. And while I sense some disappointment here based on what you have given or the energy you have pursued things in and what has been actually produced, I do sense some disappointment here. I feel like it hasn't jaded you, Gemini, because you can feel what's coming. Gemini, a secret you should know, you have a new connection coming, Gemini. A very strong start, Gemini, to say the least. Of course, the Lovers is Gemini energy. We also have Leo energy and Cancerian besides Aries. Some Pisces energy buried behind here. One could say in this energy, Gemini, either the people who you have believed would work together with you in realizing beautiful things, beautiful goals, beautiful ideals, beautiful movements. Those people, Gemini, well, I do see a little bit of change here. Either if you're not changing the people who you are building with, building out your dream with, Gemini. I see emotionality changing, emotional attachments changing. If they're not specifically to the people who you have been dealing with, Gemini, I see your ideals of what makes life beautiful and meaningful, what makes you feel supported and loved. I see that changing with a meeting coming up. Either people will change, you definitely have a new connection regardless, but either the people around you are going to change, the people who have currently been in your heart space but haven't been feeding it, Gemini. Or Gemini, your values of what you need now in your life to make your heart space grow and feel warm. The things that you sought for to be fed before, that will change with a new connection. New things will become important to you, precious to you. In this connection, I do have soulmate energy here, Gemini, of course. We are talking about Gemini energy, but I have partnership here, someone making the strength, someone having the strength to go and offer you what you need for your heart space. This is a new energy, new connection. As I said, I do see change coming. If change hasn't already happened to the people you love, or if change already hasn't happened to what you realize you now value. That's what's coming for Gemini. Hello, Kimberly. Let's go and see the next, and thank you for the like. Let's see the next air sign. We just started air signs, didn't we? No, we didn't. We did Libra, we did Gemini, we have Aquarius. So Aquarius. Let's see a secret Aquarius should know. And just to recap, we did earth, we did air, almost did air. After Aquarius, I'll probably take a 5-minute break before I go on to the next batch of signs, since they are taking a little bit longer to go through, which will be, I believe, fire and water. All right. Aquarius, a secret Aquarius should know. Virgo. We did Virgo in the beginning. First, we started off with earth signs. I don't recall the order that I did the earth signs, but if you go to the beginning of the live, Virgo is there. So Aquarius. A secret Aquarius should know. A couple things in this energy, Aquarius. I do want to kind of say overthinking, Aquarius. Talking about timing here, Aquarius. Talking about things being overdue, Aquarius. Need for action, Aquarius. Even if that action, Aquarius, is simply weeding out, removing the unnecessary. Too many things going on. Aquarius holding on to too many things. Simplification, Aquarius. Ultimately, Aquarius, when you break things down, everything at its heart is simple. Maybe not as simple as a black-white dichotomy, but definitely in this energy, Aquarius, like, dislike, good, bad, healthy, unhealthy, beauty, and ugliness. When you think about it in those terms, Aquarius, no need to go shades of gray, healthy, unhealthy, good, bad. No neutrality here, Aquarius. Neutrality is taking up too much space, Aquarius. Let's find out a little bit more. Definitely neutrality is taking up too much space, Aquarius. Good, bad. Break it down into the simplest elements, Aquarius. Is someone doing that around you? Well, we'll find out. But that's the energy that I have here. Aquarius, it is as simple as good and bad. It really is. Healthy, toxic. Warm and cold. Growth and decay, Aquarius. That's the energies that we're talking about here. That's the way that you should be thinking, not shades of gray. Think growth and decay. What brings you growth, Aquarius? What has brought you growth, Aquarius? What's in your energy, Aquarius, that brings you growth? And if you've listened to my readings, Aquarius, I consider stagnation a form of decay. Just putting that out there too. Just because something endures, just because something continues, does it mean it's good, Aquarius? Monotony is not growth, Aquarius. Case that falls into the neutral energy of Seven of Pentacles. Anyway, Aquarius, what I have here, a secret you should know. Time to reduce your plate, Aquarius, because things want to get moving for you. You must lighten your load in order for that movement to happen. Timing is now, Aquarius. Never been better. So many beautiful things awaiting you, Aquarius, if you make the move towards it. Queen of Wands, Eight of Wands, Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups, Judgment. Energies coming up here, Aquarius. Should I say them? Does it matter? King of Pentacles. Good growth, Aquarius. That's what I have here. Good growth awaiting you. Is it necessary for me to read the energies? I will say, well, Seven of Pentacles is Taurus energy. I have some Aries energy coming up here secondarily, with maybe little smatterings of Sagittarius and Cancer. Maybe little smatterings. Do I take these cards that just spilled out, Aquarius? Should I? I'll pull 2 cards in addition to that. Aquarius gets more cards. Well, first of all, Aquarius, what I'm having, as I said, besides everything I just said, Aquarius, there's only one way to move, and that's forward. And accept the fact, Aquarius, that how you have been moving really has been the best that you can be, as long as you're going forward, Aquarius. Even if you stumble, even if you walk in an insightful manner, Aquarius, as long as you are still going forward, well, you still could say that you are winning. So, Aquarius, don't overthink things too much. Don't overthink your decisions and your actions. Also, too, I'd also say in this energy, Aquarius, don't overthink how things are progressing. Are they moving, Aquarius? Yes or no? Again, simplify. Know that, Aquarius, you're walking your path. Make sure the decisions that you take, as long as they were decisions that come from you, even if they were decisions too that were influenced by others. I say that too because we have 6 of Pentacles and 6 of Wands. Possible in this energy, Aquarius, you could have been moving, or you could have been inclined to make certain decisions based on how other people perceived you, what other people valued as good. But still, Aquarius, you were the one who took those steps. Own it. And also, too, as you took those steps, Aquarius, haven't you learned things about yourself and about those situations? Aquarius, the steps you have taken, even if you took them based on external circumstances or ideas or perceptions or what have you from others, Aquarius, still it was you taking those steps, your actions, and you moving in that energy, you moving as you have. No one else, Aquarius, no one else in the world could move like that other than you. Think about it, Aquarius. We all could go to the store. We all can buy something. But Aquarius, what store do we go to? If we all go to the same store, Aquarius, and we all buy something, that something could be different. The checkout time could be different. There's a whole bunch of circumstances, right? That could be different. Anyway, my point is, whatever movements you've made, Aquarius, they're yours. Own it. All right, that's like the first energies coming up here. Some more Taurus energy. Sixes could be relevant. We have some sixes coming up here with some Sagittarius and Leo. And with the cards that fell out, Aquarius, a little tempest here, Aquarius. Aquarius, I see you. A secret you should know. This overdue action, Aquarius, overdue action that must be taken, answers that will be obtained. Being on the right path, Aquarius, is coming your way. If you feel like you veered off in some way, Aquarius, something slipped by you, Aquarius. No, it hasn't, Aquarius. And I mean, not no as in N no. I mean no as in KNOW no. No, nothing has slipped. No, not NO, but the knowing of understanding, knowledge, that kind of know. Know that it hasn't. Aquarius, we also have an issue, as I said it before, in here of timing. And what's meant to come to you, Aquarius, is going to come. In this energy, there's a little bit about rectifying. And I feel like whatever needs to be rectified, whatever needs to come to your plate, Aquarius, that's going to find its way to you naturally. You have a surprise awaiting you. That which is meant to get into your hands, Aquarius, is coming. All right, I am going to take a little break before I do fire and water. Do I have a bit of pencil and paper? I think I do. Let's see. I need a marker. Oh, my cat is behind my chair, picking up my seat. So I have air and earth. No, I have fire and and water. But I am going to take a little bit of a break before doing that. What is it, 2:30? I think I'm going to take a 10-minute break. So I'm just going to put okay. I will be back in about 10 minutes. Okay, hello. So, water and fire. I know a lot of water has air and fire in them. Shall we start off with water? Shall we start off with Cancer? My cat says meow meow. Hello, Maria. My cat says we should meow meow. He is a Scorpio, the one who's meowing. I have one little Scorpio kitty. Anyway, let's go and do a secret you should know for water signs. Yeah, I knew that we got, oh, let's do Cancer. Why not? There's only 3 choices, right? You have Cancer, you have Pisces, you have Scorpio, not a wide range. So a secret Cancer should know. I'm getting an orange, pink from this energy, this card. Five of Swords, Cancer. Page of Swords. Decisive action, Cancer. Decisions, Cancer. Not really caring about the effect, Cancer. What is wanted, Cancer? This your energy? Is your energy mirroring somebody in like energy? What you want, regardless of the cost, regardless of how it's perceived, doesn't really matter what social norms are as long as it makes sense to this person. But I have decision, determination, idea. Also, too, there could be an element here. Well, not really caring about appearances. Definitely not caring about appearances, not caring what other people think. Could have a little element here, Cancer, of outrageousness. Maybe outrageousness is too big of a word. Maybe. So, 5 of Swords. Some more swords. This is a Cancer reading. Cancer, one could say, with 10 of Swords being here, and oh, thank you for the hearts. One could say that with 10 of Swords and Page of Swords, 5 of Swords, it's also speaking of being backed into a corner. Not really caring about how things are perceived, because the main important thing here is movement. Bold movement. Still doesn't take away from the element of outrageousness coming in here. And also, too, new landscape, new ideas, new values. a new way of operating. That which has been around you has proven itself ultimately to be like ashes, like dust. Energies coming up here, Cancer, so far. We have Aquarius, Gemini, Capricorn, Leo, and some more Aquarius, and Virgo. But ultimately what I have here, Cancer, something is very ashy, very much like dust, very much like sand, not worth holding on to, not worth growing anything on. That could be where the outrageousness comes in some ways, Cancer, but one could say in this energy, following the rules hasn't exactly benefited you, or hasn't exactly been easy for you, hasn't gotten you perhaps what is the promise of what it was supposed to deliver. And so since the promise of following conventionality hasn't gotten you the benefits you expected for the output that was put out, well, now we have determination and one's own values, self-importance, self-preservation, plot, something slightly outrageous to others, but not to the person or persons involved. Not going to say scandalous, because we don't have scandalous. We do have a little bit of outrageousness. A little bit. Not getting in a bad way, just in a very self-directed way. All right, so I have 5 of Swords, Cancer. Queen of Cups, which I read as Cancer. Page of Cups. Nine of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck energy, another 9 with 9 of, I get the feeling something's not good enough. And it's known. Something's not good enough in your energy, Cancer. Maybe a couple things have not been good enough. And oh, it's been known to you, to them, externally, how it's viewed by others. Not good enough. Do they care? Not caring now. Cancer, I was going through a bunch of cards here. I don't know if I feel like reading all the signs and energies that are here. But I have Aquarius, Cancer, Virgo. 9s could be relevant here. We're also in a number 9 year, so keep that in mind. It is all very self-directed energy, as I said as well. You set the values for yourself, or the person who is in this energy is setting values for themselves. Conventionality hasn't exactly paid off. Following conventional thought or conventionalness, but it still doesn't change the fact, Cancer, that something is at a higher quality than something else. I also have some Taurus, Capricorn, Leo, Sagittarius, Libra energy in here. I wonder if there's anything more I want to say about this before I go off into that. Besides the fact that something is not it's not the quality that there's a mismatch in quality levels. A mismatch. And not caring for whatever reason. It's now all about the want, the obtaining. Does it matter if it makes sense? Does it matter if it's proper? Does it matter if it's equal? Does it matter if it matches the want? So, Cancer, a secret you should know. Someone is in a state of wanting around you. Are they making an offer, Cancer, or are they seeking to obtain? There is an offer here, but I don't think the offer is really what this is about. This is about obtaining. Someone seeks to obtain in your energy, Cancer. Someone which wishes to obtain what you can provide. Ultimately, what this comes down to, Cancer, is time. Someone is very interested in your time. Someone wants to monopolize your time. That's a secret you should know. Are they coming to you, Cancer? Are they in your energy? I feel it's a bit of both. Things that are not worth your time seeks to occupy and monopolize your time. Now, before, and upcoming. And they know the quality isn't there. The equality isn't there. But they don't care. As we're also talking about energies that are, again, self-directed, independent, isolated. One could say you could be opening up your time and energy too much to things that are beneath you. But as I said, I feel like this is energy that has been in the past, in the present, and upcoming. That's a secret Cancer should know. Okay. Let's go on to Pisces. An opportunity, Pisces. Does someone see you as an opportunity? Will you see this opportunity? I don't know. But I see opportunity. I see great opportunity for you, Pisces. I see support. Someone believes in you. believes in how you operate, believes in what you do. I see that opportunity coming to you. It's coming to you, Pisces, because they believe that by aligning themselves, okay, quiet, Kochi. Shh. He says, you're talking, why can't I? Well, because he has a much louder voice. Pisces, I'll be back in just a minute. And then we'll pick up this opportunity that's here for Pisces. Someone who wants to align or believes that by in supporting you, Pisces, they achieve a goal quite important to them. But I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so Pisces. King of Swords with an Ace of Pentacles. I already went over the background energy. I guess I will say here too, with the threes popping up and this crisscrossing energy of Capricorn and Cancer. We're talking about how you obtain, or also too in this energy, how important things are obtained. Is that the right way to say it? What is worth the price of gain? What is necessary to achieve gain? What price is worth it? Those sorts of energies come into play as well. Excuse me. So King of Swords. King of Swords gets a excuse me. Six of Cups. So I'm actually going to continue the water and fire next time. So keep an eye out for that. But until next time, thank you everyone for your time and your likes. And until next time, bye-bye.